Here in Switzerland, David Bowie once found peace. He lived just across the lake in Montreux and in Lausanne, quiet towns where he could escape the madness of fame. But while Switzerland gave him privacy and calm, Bowie's music was never about standing still. In fact, hidden at the end of his 1983 album, Let's Dance, is a track that's overlooked by most. But to me, it says something profound about Bowie's philosophy. The song is Shake It, and I think it's not just about dancing, it's about chasing dreams and something about taking risks and loving what you do. So let's break that down line by line. And of course, if you get anything from this video, make sure you like and subscribe down below. Let's get into it. Everything I mentioned today comes from my own interpretation of David Bowie's song Shake It. None of this has been verified, but when you hear what I have to say on the song, I hope you'll begin to understand where I'm coming from. Now let's start with the opening of the song. The song begins with, "I feel like a sailboat, drift on the sea." Right away it's unusual because who describes themselves as a sailboat? But Bowie isn't just throwing in a quirky image, he's telling us about drifting. A sailboat, when you think about it, only moves when the wind carries it, and here the wind is opportunity. He's ready, but he's waiting for something to push him forward. Then he sings the next line, "It's a brand new day, so when you gonna phone me?" Now that to me sounds like he's expecting a call from someone, perhaps a girl. But listen a little bit closer. I think Bowie's talking about opportunity itself, almost personifying it as the caller. He's hungry for that next moment that will set him off course into something way bigger. This was Bowie in 1983. He had just left behind his experimental Berlin years. Let's Dance was his reinvention, a leap into pop superstardom. These lines to me capture that restlessness, waiting for the call, ready to chase whatever was on the other side of it. Next he says, "You can take me to heaven or you can spin me to hell." That is such a striking line because it's Bowie admitting the gamble. Following a dream is never guaranteed. It can either uplift you or it can destroy you. By this point, Bowie knew both of those sides. He had lived through the madness of Los Angeles. He tried dealing with his drug habit and he handled the mad chaos of fame. He knew that chasing music could either make him or break him. But here's the difference. Instead of running from that risk, he actually embraces it. He's saying, "I'll chase it away." That's courage of Bowie, but it is also honesty. Then comes one of my favourite lines. "I'll take you to New York, a place that I know well." Now. In 1983, Bowie didn't actually live in New York yet. But later, of course, he would move there and make it one of his main homes. That makes this line almost far-seeing, almost fateful and optimistic. It's Bowie calling his shots. But at the same time, it is symbolic because New York is more than just a city. It is a place where dreams are made. It's where you go if you want to be a somebody. By saying he knows it well, Bowie isn't just referencing geography. He's showing us that he knows ambition. He knows what it feels like. He knows what he wants. And now he's writing this song with that main dream leading him with the lyrics. He knows what it takes to chase the dream, and he invites us all to see it with him. Standing here in Switzerland, it's such an interesting contrast. This was Bowie's sanctuary, a place where he could just walk unnoticed, where he found peace, and yet in Shake It, we hear the opposite, the restless Bowie chasing, striving and refusing to stop. That tension is what makes him so fascinating. Peace on the outside, but hunger on the inside. Later in the song, he mentions a faceless girl. Now, on the surface, that sounds like just another dance track cliche, but I think it is way deeper than what the lyric means on the surface. My interpretation of that is that the faceless girl is his dream. Stick with me here. His dream is a persona that helps him guide through a plan. Having a dream takes on a persona of a person. It means he's adding feeling to it. He gives it thoughts of its own. It's the thing he's chasing that hasn't fully taken shape yet. It's faceless because it exists in his mind, undefined, but it is a very powerful metaphor. Then he adds, "Dark can I sway, shoot at a full moon." To me, this is Bowie talking about resilience. He's ducking and swaying, taking all the hits, dodging criticism, enduring the grind, but he's still shooting for the moon no matter what, still aiming for something greater than himself. It's defiance, but also ambition. I think one of the most important lines is, 'Cause love is the answer. Now, Bowie isn't talking about romance here. He's talking about passion, love for the work itself. He reminds us that the only way to keep going through the risks and the failures is to love what you do. That is the fuel. And he makes that point even clearer with this line. It's better than money. For Bowie, drive wasn't wealth, it was art. He'd scream, he'd fight for it because it wasn't just a career, it was who he was becoming. The chorus really brings it home for me. We're the kind of people who can shake it when we're feeling blue. This is Bowie's statement on resilience. Even when the dream feels really far away, even when the hits are coming, you keep moving. You shake it, you dance through the adversity. And when he's singing, when I'm feeling disconnected, I sure know what to do. It is the same message. No matter the setback, the answer is to keep going, to keep creating, and to keep moving. That's why this song, though funky and playful on the surface, is one of his most motivational tracks that I have ever heard from him. It's Bowie saying, shake it off and keep chasing and don't stop. Here's a fun fact, this track never actually got a music video. I know a lot of his songs never had a music video either, but I could have seen him retouching on this later on had he not have passed so soon. It's almost like Bowie left it as a hidden gem, a message for anyone willing to dig deeper, and for that reason it will remain as one of my favourite songs. So what is Shake It really about? To me, it's Bowie's philosophy on dreams. They're faceless at first, they can take you to heaven or hell, but if you love what you do, if you're willing to fight for it, then you can keep shaking through the blue days, through the setbacks, until you reach the stars. And here in Switzerland, I can't help but think this was the balance of Bowie's life. Peace on the outside, but inside a fire that never stops burning. And that's why nearly 40 years later, Shake It still matters. It's not just a dance song, it is a blueprint for chasing your passion.